Hi everyone, Ken Lusk here with MyStarReport.com with another installment of my videos. This video will not focus on mundane astrology predictions. This video I feel is more important on a personal basis for everybody out there who's watching because there's an extraordinary opportunity right now during this new moon cycle for a lot of personal growth, and so I felt it was more important to talk about that. Mundane astrology, of course, applies to the whole world. It applies universally. And the conditions that we have this month with this new moon cycle that started on the 8th, today is the 10th, I will tell you, gives us, of course, the sign, the constellation Virgo in the first house. And so that's the context that we find this new moon as it presented itself, as it became a new moon, as it planted its seed in Virgo in the first house, where we also find the sun right now. And we find Mercury very comfortable there as well, because of course Mercury rules Virgo, so Mercury is comfortable in Virgo. Mercury, however, also rules the third house, and the third house is the opportunity to ask questions about one's self and to find out those questions. And the polarized third house is the ninth house. Those are where we find the divine answers, the higher self, and questions that we ask of the universe for divine guidance and of the higher self. That's where we find the answers on a higher level. Third house is where we find answers specifically about the self. And then the first house, of course, that's Mercury. Then the first house, of course, is the soul's purpose. Universally, the soul's purpose. Who are you? Okay? This is where the universe sets up an opportunity for you to find out in this life who you are. Okay? And Virgo, with the context of Virgo, the theme for Virgo is I analyze. So what are the energies that we have here? The energies are for you to be able to analyze who you are and what is your purpose, okay? Then the sun being here in a very strong position, of course, in Virgo, shines light on that, shines the spotlight on that, shines its creative yang energy there, and amplifies this energy. The moon here, the new moon, remember that the moon is emotional, the moon is introspective, the moon is emotional, the moon is the need, the deep need, and the moon is very introspective, as the moon is reflective. The moon reflects the sun's light. It does not have its own light. Yes, it is considered one of the illuminated ones, but it reflects the sun's light. So it is the yin, which is the internal energy, the reflective energy, the feminine energy. The sun is the yang, which is the expressive energy, the outward energy, the masculine energy, okay? So we have a really good balance here at the beginning of this new moon period that started on the 8th of yin and yang, and the opportunity to find balance within ourselves in asking and finding answers to the question of who we are and what is our purpose. Then we take a look at the polarized 7th house. Remember, opposite of the first house is the 7th house. So the 7th house is the polarized house of the first house. The 7th house represents significant relationships, marriage, contracts, partnerships, promises. These are significant relationships, people that we have made promises to. So then the question becomes, who are we to others if we look at the polarized house, 7th house? And in the polarized 7th house right now for this month, we find Pisces, okay? This is very significant because Pisces represents the subconscious mind, the astral. It represents God, whoever God is to you. That is a very personal thing. It's a very introspective thing. Who is God to you? But the question is, who are we to God, whatever God means to you? Pisces also rules cosmic consciousness, cosmic awareness, and universal consciousness and universal awareness. Okay? So the question then also is, who are we to others? Who are we to God? Who are we in the universe? And who are we cosmically? Okay? And what are we in the universe? So these are the questions that we are going to ask ourselves during this period. We can't help it. We are going to communicate about those things to others. We are going to get answers back to us, and we are going to have experiences. Chiron is going to make sure of that. I'll explain that in a moment. Chiron is going to make sure that we have experiences drawn to us. Uranus retrograde in the 7th house is going to make sure that we have changes in experiences to help us answer these questions and to test ourselves also of who we are in the universe and who we are to others and who we are ourselves, who we are to ourselves. Now, also we have to consider that Virgo rules the 6th house. And when we look at the 6th house where Chiron is right now, and also the planet Neptune, which rules Pisces, both in retrograde, so this is experiential. The 6th house rules our service to the world being our planet, the world being this dense physical plane that we live on, and going back to Pisces, Pisces being the astral plane, right? Cosmic awareness, universal awareness. Okay. So the question then also becomes, since Virgo is involved here, the 6th house energies of who we are in service to the world. Who are we to the world? Who we are on this planet, okay? And what can we do for others? And where are we going to fit into that? Chiron is there in the 6th house. Chiron is going to make sure that we experience the things that we need, because Chiron is experiential, and Chiron teaches. Chiron is our great teacher. Remember, Chiron was the teacher of Achilles, okay? So, and then also as the moon transits from the 1st house into the 2nd house, which it's already done today, it moves into the 2nd house. 2nd house is Libra right now. Libra is what? 7th house energy. Libra is relationships, marriage, partnerships, contracts, right? And it also is balance. When the moon moves into the 3rd house, we find Scorpio there. Scorpio is a great transformational energy. So we're going to have an opportunity to transform. We're going to have an opportunity for transformational experience as the moon moves through this new moon phase, okay? These are incredible transformational opportunities here, guys, and I hope that you all take advantage of this period. If you have any questions, email me at ken@mystarreport.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Until next time, and until we speak in email or over the phone, thanks for watching. Lusk out.